Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the REZ Ride. This is your host, MC BKC, coming to you live from the KWTN 100.9 FM studios in beautiful uptown Winnebago. I am joined live in the KWTN studio by... Go ahead.
DJ BKC.
And DJ RED RIDE.
Yes, how are you guys feeling today?
I'm feeling good.
It has been a few weeks since we've been on the cruise.
Yes.
And I hope you guys are ready today because over the course of today's program, we are going to go into the time period, which necessarily, I guess, isn't necessarily a time period. Today's playlist is going to pay homage to those in the lowrider nation, slow and low, Poppy. Yes, so all the music today you're going to hear if you were cruising in your lowrider or your friends that have that. So I hope you guys are ready for that.
Okay.
So, and of course, we're going to have our usual programming highlights. Loveline will come on about midway through the show. We're going to have our Wheel of Misfortune with 5 awesome categories. And will you read those off for us, DJ BKC?
Yes. So we have a graduate shout out, True Mushroom Tale, Cruisin', Fashion Moment, Summer Wish, and Confess.
Yes, and of course, as the wheel spins, and then we will go through them. And I think I like that, you know, when the category comes up, all 3 of us will take a turn on that. And so we'll do that, whichever one we get first. And I'm going to warn you both now.
Oh, no.
There is a new twist to the Wheel of Misfortune. I hope that you're ready because it's going to come up as a surprise. So then also we will have our celebrity birthdays, the days of the week. We do have a fantastic new sensation Thursday. So a new song is going to come out today. I can't wait to let you guys hear it because it's really, really awesome. But we're going to keep this vibe going because we're in the lowrider nation, guys. And so let's get ready. And here we go.
I'm
sorry.
No worries.
Oh.
So right off the bat, so go ahead and start DJ BKC, give it a spin, and where we land is where we land, okay? So up first, what are we going to have?
We have
It's always right on the
graduate
edge.
shout out.
All right, graduate shout out. And what this generally is of course, as it states there, if you want to give a shout out to any other graduates, because of course, here in the Winnebago area, the Winnebago Public School graduated, the Winnebago 8th grade graduated, as did St. Augustine's. They graduated yesterday. Little Priest Tribal College graduated, Wayne State College graduated, and so many others in and around the community, and of course tribal members across the board. So graduate shout out in whatever way you want to say it.
Okay, so I will go with, I have a lot of family graduates, so real fast, I'll just give a shout out to my niece, Mihaly, my nephew Caden, my girl Mia. Let's see, I want to give a shout out to a graduate that's going to be graduating this weekend. Her name's Rosalind Grant. She's graduating from college, so shout out to her.
Nice. That's always a good thing, and I'm really glad to put this on because this is the time of year typically when graduations occur. Now, they usually do, you know, there's also a December graduation. Those don't get a lot of attention. They don't, you know, when you graduate midway through the semester and stuff, so... But this kind of seems like the time period, so that's a very good one. So, DJ Ride-Eyed Redhorn, do you have graduation shout-outs that you would like to send?
Oh, gosh. Yes, I do.
Okay.
So, graduation shout-outs to all the Educare kids.
Yes, that's coming up next week.
And to all of the junior high.
They graduated yesterday.
To all the high school Winnebago,
Homer.
of course, Homer.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of students that attend Homer now.
Yeah.
Is that my phone?
No, that's the... Oh, who's trying to call? She's in the middle of something. Hang up on them and say, go away.
And, of course, all the college graduates from Wayne, UNL, wherever else, Haskell.
Nice.
And then, of course, Little Priest Tribal College.
Yes,
so
indeed.
just shout out to all of them because this was the biggest graduating class that they've ever had.
Yes,
and it was awesome to be there and witness.
Very much so.
Oh, and especially to my daughter, Winona.
Oh, yeah?
And that's her second
Associate's degree.
associate's degree. Well, this one's a associate science, but before she just got her AA. But
They're still associate science, associate arts, whatever. It's all the
but
same.
I know she just was feeling like it wasn't a big deal, but it's a big deal
You still
because
did the work.
yes. So shout out to my daughter. I'm very proud of her
Okay, good
and
one.
everybody.
Yeah, right. Very good. So like I said, guys, we're paying homage to our Lowrider Nation. And of course, we started off with Lowrider by the group War. And that song we just got done with was I'm Your Puppet by James and Bobby Purify. And now this is the one and only Richie Valens with We Belong Together, You're Mine. And so my graduation shout out is also going to be in that same vein there because I did get to go to the Little Priest Tribal College event that they had last Saturday. And it was so great to see because I graduated from Little Priest long ago, over 20 years ago. And I can't remember, I want to say it was either 6 or 7 graduates. It wasn't a lot of us. And it was still a nice thing and stuff, and I'm happy that we were able to do it, but it was nothing like today.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
so, and whatever, but over 50 graduates, and I was like, oh my gosh, what a tremendous thing.
Yes.
And so, Little Priest Tribal College, you guys are kicking it in the buns like you should be, and because it is also free tuition.
I know.
Oh my gosh, take advantage of that while you can. It's like because you never know when the evil orange clown is gonna flip out and things will end and stuff. I don't like to operate out of threat and fear, but at the same time, take advantage of something good while it's here.
Oh, definitely.
So that's a very good one. So I really like that. Very, very good and stuff like that. So the Lowrider soundtrack that we're getting into here today, guys. Have you ever actually ridden in a Lowrider?
I have.
Have you?
Yes.
It wasn't just because the shocks were broken?
No. So a little bit of TMI.
Okay.
When I was in high school, I used to like this guy that used to cruise his lowrider when we used to be able to cruise the loop.
Sure.
And there was like, ask him. And I was like, no, I'm too scared. But I asked if I could go for a ride. So he took us around a couple of times. A bunch of us girls got in.
Oh, yeah.
But we got to ride in it. And it wasn't smooth. It wasn't cool. It was just like
Little bumpy.
bumpy. Yeah. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be, but it wasn't all that.
I have to tend to agree with you in that simply because it's like, it's not all that great, And some people, I was wondering, why aren't these songs mixing? And I remember I used my laptop to do the Sherelle playlist. And because it came from the album directly, it was mixing them too quick. And she already has, fades and stuff like that. So so now I put it back. So now hopefully the songs will mix. But yeah, that's a good story. So you rode in an actual lowrider.
Yeah.
Okay, how about you, DJ Bessemer?
So when I was little, my mom, when she was with my younger brother's dad, they had a El Camino, and it was like from the 60s, but it was an old school Impala.
Sure.
And oh my goodness, and I don't know, I was just like, I don't know what really what you would consider a lowrider specifically, or like a specific car, or I'm asking
yeah, if it's a lowrider, yeah,
like
exactly.
an old school kind.
Yeah, or
So,
made to be a lowrider.
Yeah.
the El Camino had hydraulics in it, but I don't think that Impala did. But I just remember when I was little, I wanted that Impala.
Yeah.
It got sold, but I wanted it. I wanted it to be my car when I got big. But
Those are really cool, and with that, I guess what we'd have to say is in a strict definition of the sense, I have not ridden in a lowrider like that, especially like one, like when you get in now into the West Coast vibe, and then there's, hydraulics, and it's cruising on 3 wheels, and I have never done that. I don't even know anyone that owns one of those and stuff, but I've seen them, we went to car shows and that kind of stuff, and you're able to see them, but to cruise in it, no, I haven't done that, but I think it would be really, really fun. And so I wanted to do this playlist because last time around I thought we were going to get to do the show, but time just went by and it didn't happen. But in the playlist that you did for All Requests Live last time, I threw out a song, and that was, I'm Your Puppet by James and Bobby Purify. Simply because that is definitely one of the quintessential lowrider songs. And so now, of course, Richie Valens fits in that vibe. And now this is a group called Malo with their song Suavecito. And so you will get the kind of vibe from this. It is very much, Latino influenced, or however you want to say it, and that type of thing. And we know we have people here within our Winnebago tribe, Winnebago community, who also identify with the Lowrider Nation. And so we want to make sure we give you guys some time on the playlist as well. So that's what today is all about. Long story of the Lowriders, guys. So we're going to be cruising, and we're going to give you guys a chance to listen to the rest of this song and as we get into the next one. So KWTN 100.9 FM. Turn it up, guys. We're cruising. KWTN 100.9 FM. We're going to come in a little bit early here because, of course, as you know, and what we said at the beginning of the show, today's playlist is very much about our Lowrider Nation, and we want to make sure that we give time to everybody that knows what it's like. And these are songs and playlists that, on our playlist, that you would definitely hear in the Lowrider Nation. And people say, Mamas and the Papas, and I'm like, you bet your sweet patootie mamas and the papas would make that there. And so, yes, absolutely. I love it. I love it with that. And so I hope you guys are ready, guys, because like I said, there's going to be some surprises. So while it's spinning around and spinning around. Oh, no. So
It's like, what is
DJ Besame, before we get back to the wheel, I sent you 2 photographs,
Yes.
and they're in your email. So on the YouTube, if you would bring up the first one that says DJ B. And then as you're bringing that up, I have a question for you. Are you familiar with Marvel?
I am familiar
Okay.
with Marvel.
And the correct pronunciation of the main villain at the end of the big movie is Thanos?
Yep, Thanos.
Okay, Thanos.
Potato,
Thanos.
patata.
Was there a name of the glove? Did the glove have a name?
It was the Infinity Stone glove.
Okay, the Infinity Stone glove. And is it true that one of the Infinity Stones required a supreme sacrifice, correct?
Yes.
Because one of the girls, one of the sisters, if I'm not mistaken, was left at that location for all eternity, was she not?
Yes, and then with the Infinity War, one of the actual Avengers was sacrificed.
Banished basically to
Yeah.
that realm and whatever else. So in this one, what we're talking about with the Wheel of Misfortune,
I'm gonna cry.
one of these has to go. And so for those that are joining us on terrestrial radio, if you can join us via YouTube, you can see the image on the screen. And who are we looking at, DJ Bessamy?
We're looking at Rihanna, we're looking at The Weeknd, we're looking at Kendrick Lamar and Nicki Minaj.
Yes, and so like I said, one of the twists to the Wheel of Misfortune is this is the cutthroat era of the Wheel of Misfortune. Those 4 images there, you can never listen to them again. Which one is getting the chop? So again, it is Rihanna, The Weeknd, Kendrick Lamar, and Nicki Minaj. So DJ Bessamy, which one? You gotta go.
I love her. I love her so much. She got me through a true heartbreak.
Okay.
But I'm sorry, Rihanna, you gotta go.
Oh, so Rihanna's out the door. Okay, okay. So again, if you can join us on our YouTube channel, go to That Fire Though, THO, and you will see us broadcasting live, so you can see the image, and we'll try to keep you guys as informed as we can for terrestrial radio and etc. So the next picture that's going to come up is for the one and only DJ Ride-Eyed Red Horn,
Yes.
Sharon Teed. Here comes your image, and in the same way, the ultimate sacrifice. Which images are we looking at on the screen, Right Eye?
Mariah Carey, Luke Bryan, Randy Travis, and Diana Ross.
Yes, so of those 4, you can never listen to them again. Which one of the 4 is getting the chop?
She's gonna. I'm running out in tears, Sharon Teed.
Oh my God.
And if you don't know, guys, this is the Manhattans singing their #1 hit, Shining Star.
Oh my God.
I believe it went to the top of the charts, I want to say 1980.
Probably somewhere
Yeah,
around
right
there.
in there. And of course has been a staple in proms and school dances as well as everywhere else. But this is definitely in the lowrider vibe. So have you had enough time to contemplate your cutthroat
Yes.
decision?
I'm like DJ Bessamy. I mean, her music has just been,
Okay.
you know, just. But I'm gonna have to say Diana Ross.
Oh my gosh, the blasphemy of it all. That includes the Supremes.
I know.
So,
But I can't say no to, I can't agree to Randy Travis.
Okay.
I just love his voice, and you know that Luke's my guy,
yes.
and Mariah's my girl. So, and even though she's a great, she doesn't have that same impact on me as the
okay.
others. So.
No, very much understood, very much understood. And of course, like we were saying, in the Wheel of Misfortune, typically we were using the wheel, and we still will. We will go back to it in
Okay,
the
where's
remainder of
yours?
the show. With that, now we're getting into the Manhattans, There's No Me Without You. So DJ Bessamy, will you please bring up your photograph once more?
No.
So you cut out
don't wanna play no
Rihanna, and now who is left on the screen?
We have Weeknd, Kendrick Lamar, and Nicki Minaj.
Yes, so of the 3 remaining artists, now who's getting the cutthroat? Because like Thanos had to add in, and another Avenger was added to the banishment. We're following the pattern of Marvel Comics. The Weeknd. Nicki Minaj, Kendrick Lamar, you can never listen to their music again. You already cut off Rihanna. She's mad. Who is going to get the cut out of the remaining 3?
Well, The Weeknd, I can't let him go. So he's set in stone.
Okay.
Nicki Minaj, she's set in stone. So
Okay.
I'm so sorry, Kendrick. You gotta go. I love you, but I love them more.
Oh, well, you know, these choices are tough. They are very, very tough. And so, as you give a kiss and say goodbye to both Rihanna and Kendrick, which song would you, if you could preserve one song?
From each of them?
Yes, Kendrick and Rihanna. Which one would it be?
I will do from Rihanna. It's called Kiss It Better.
Okay.
It's from her Anti album.
Okay.
And then Kendrick Lamar, I will go with Cut You Off to Get Closer. It's from his earlier days.
Okay. Very, very good. Well, we'll have to say goodbye to those two. And now back
love
to
you.
Ride-Eyed Red Horns
God.
photographs. So again, if you're joining us on YouTube, welcome aboard. If you're on terrestrial radio, we have an image up, and the image is of 4 artists, so they had to get rid of one. Ride-Eyed Red Horn now, of course, kicked the queen of old school, Diana Ross, to the curb, just booted her out of the REZ Ride and said, hit the curb, hit the bricks. And now, as in the same way, of the remainder, Mariah Carey, Luke Bryan, Randy Travis, who's getting the cut? Who's getting the axe? Right eye.
Let me out. Get it out.
Drop me off.
I have to say Randy.
Randy Travis. Okay. A difficult choice?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I was good. It was between him and Mariah.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. So you kicked Diana and Randy to the curb. So the same question then. One song apiece to listen while the rest all get thrown into the dumpster. The master tapes, the master files are forever destroyed. The delete button exists. Which songs from Diana Ross and which song from Randy Travis would
From
you?
Randy, it would be The Truth Is Lying Next to You.
Okay.
And from Diana, I'm Gonna Make You Love Me.
Okay. Very, very good. So with that part of the game, guys, that we're going to add this in every week. And we're
my
going to have some
God.
things in here, and it may not always be artists and that type of thing. It'll be other things as well and stuff. So I want to make sure that you guys are aware, because when the bankrupt sound, you know, that from the Wheel of Fortune, etc., that's when it's going to hit. Okay?
Oh gosh, okay.
So, of course, those were 2 hits from the Manhattans, Shining Star and There's No Me Without You. And now this is the group Santana with Black Magic Woman. But the wheel did spin, and so you want to give it a spin so Ride-Eyed
Okay.
Red Horn can choose a category.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So give it a spin. Yes, we already did the graduations, so... Yeah, we have to go with, unless you want to shout out again.
No.
Okay.
I'll go again.
Yep. And now you're going to get Fashion Moment. And this can be anything related to something in fashion, whether it was something that happened the other day or something that happened when you were 13 or something that happened in 1995. A fashion moment, something that sticks in your memory, whether it's good or bad, whether it's plus or minus, but it lives.
Okay, so something that lives
Yes.
is that I recently went shopping and the cut of jeans has changed again.
I saw.
And so now it's the big wider legs that,
Yes.
and I can't do it. I did buy a pair and the pant leg is too floppy. You know, we got used to wearing skinny jeans, jeggings, whatever.
Sure.
And I don't think I can go to that. I didn't like how they felt on me. And fortunately I'm old, so I can wear whatever the heck I want to wear.
Right.
And I don't have to feel like I fit in with any type of fashion. But I did try it. And they
Okay.
just weren't for me. And so that's
Okay.
just kind of, it's, you know, that's kind of like a younger person thing, you know, wearing those pants.
The
and,
flares, is that what you mean? Or are they like big fat?
the big legs? Yeah. Well, they weren't flares. They were just kind of like a,
The leg is fuller.
Big,
yeah, the
chunky
legs. Yeah. I did get the real chunky ones because, I mean, I see those and that's just ridiculous. Like the Jinko
Yeah.
jeans from way back in the 90s. I couldn't do it
Bolts
then.
of denim on one side.
I know. And I won't
Denim,
do that
half
now.
cargo.
But that's the thing. You know, I
I know,
love
right?
to wear jeans. I wear jeans every day. But no, I'm not going to be changing over to those.
Okay.
So I'm stuck in the skinny jean era.
Skinny
me
jeans.
too.
Skinny jeans. Okay. Well, is that your fashion moment?
That's my fashion
Okay,
moment.
alright.
Trying it.
No, very good one. So again, this is Santana with Black Magic Woman, and my fashion moment is going to take us back because we are in the graduation period. I was thinking about my terms in high school and of course my senior year, and we're moving into Santo and Johnny with Sleepwalk. This is absolutely lowrider music. Or Richie, whatever. But anyway, so mine is going to be senior year, and it's embarrassment as heck. But there used to be the trend of where you would basically crop the bottom of your blue jeans or your pants. Oh my gosh. And I used to try to do that, but I really wasn't good at it because some people could get it to where it was kind of flattened out. You know, it didn't really, you know, like it wasn't lumpy. But I wasn't one of them, and so it died a quick death with me. But at the same time, I have to say, embarrassingly, that fashion moment still lives painfully in my mind.
Did you see that they do it different now?
They're
Remember
bringing it back.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
uh-uh.
it's two folds in the front and then up
Oh,
instead of the
really?
one
Yeah.
that you would do. So I seen you try to wear your pants like that once. And you and so me, I have to have everything symmetrical or where one went this way
I was no
And then-
good at it. Oh
and
my
then the other one
gosh.
has to go the opposite way while his both went the same way, and I was like, oh no, God, no. This guy needs help, but needless to
I'm
say,
laughing because I was there. I was right there too.
Really?
It's every generation goes
Uh-huh.
through it. They must, because we used to put the rubber bands and stuff underneath.
oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh my gosh.
I remember the rubber bands. Oh,
we
jeez.
never did rubber band. It was just the tension of the fabric. So yes, because of course the girls wore stirrup pants back then, and that was a similar look. You know, although they would also roll their, you know, their jeans or their pants or whatever it
Well,
was.
remember you used to put the stirrup pants on and the big socks over the stirrups.
And yeah, and then also then of course, unfortunately, the big lumpy shoe came in with that, and oh my gosh, you want to talk about some fashion faux pas?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
I like the clunky shoes.
I used
so
to have a
I
pair.
know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, so embarrassingly, itchy. Anyway, I know you want to say it. That is my fashion moment there.
Funny.
Yes. So okay,
Yes.
and now we're moving
Nostalgic.
into the Persuaders with Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Okay,
cool.
DJ Besame, what is your fashion moment?
All right. So in 2022, I cracked and I finally made a TikTok.
Oh, okay.
And so they have this thing called the TikTok shop. You can buy whatever.
yeah.
And they have all kinds of stuff on there.
okay.
Just similar to how you could find anything on Amazon. It's kind of like that. So anyways, one time I was checking out clothes. I came across this really, what I thought was a cute outfit. It was a set. It was like a sweater top.
Uh-huh.
And it had like bottom flares, but they were like the leggings type of material. Or well, it was stretchy like leggings would be, but the material was that like that velvet fabric, like real
Yeah,
soft and
yeah.
stuff. So anyways, I was like, oh, I love that. I got a pink set. So when it finally, like the way I envisioned it, like isn't how it played out in real life. It came in the mail, and then I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, I don't know about this. It looks so tiny. So I put it on, and it fit me and everything, and it was like skin tight, you know what I mean? Like it was just squeezing into it. But yeah, I'd never wear it out of my room. I wore it that one time, and I was looking, I was like, oh, I was kind of checking out in my body mirror, and I was just like, I don't know. I was like, I don't even know where I would wear this. And so I ended up, so just fast forward to this current year, it was back in like February or so. I was going through my clothes, and then I came across that same, I had it all put away. And so I was like, man, this was so cute. I just wish that like it could just live its to its true potential, like someone could appreciate it, because I never could. So I ended up giving it to my niece, and she's in junior high. And I gave it to her. The next day, she wore it. I didn't know if she would like it or not.
That's good though.
And she ended up really and she got like all compliments and stuff. She went to school, and I was just like, it fit her just perfectly, you know, and it worked out. And so I did get to live a little, but not with me. But you ever have that where you picture out your whole outfit and you're like, oh yeah, and then when you put it on, it's like, no, that's how it was. I was like,
Yes, I have had those because, you know, in these fashion moments, it wasn't necessarily, of course, the bottom of my pants crop rolling nightmares, but once it was after the casino days started, and I was, you know, young. I was single, didn't have any kids yet, you know, whatever else and stuff like that. So when I got paid, my paycheck was essentially mine and stuff. And so that's where I kind of started my music collection, really hitting it hard. Because I mean, it's embarrassing to say, but I used to spend way too much money on compact discs back in the day, and, you know, because they were usually $12 to $17 a piece in the 90s and whatever else. But anyway, I went shopping one time. I allowed this salesperson to talk me into certain purchases, and it was like, oh my God, because exactly like after I got it home, I was like, what the was I thinking? It's like, oh my gosh, and I was too embarrassed to take it back, so it sat in my closet literally until Sharon and I were together, and we sold it at a rummage sale.
I got to live a little.
Yeah, oh my gosh, we're already at it again. So we're here to spin the wheel of misfortune. And hello, Dwayne. Welcome to Husker Nation. And now we're up to my turn. I guess I'll go first with this. Summer wish. I'll take it. Okay. And now we moved from A Thin Line Between Love and Hate by the Persuaders. And now this is The Intruders with Cowboys to Girls. All right, so my summer wish is this summer, because what Sharon can definitely attest to is we never spent enough time actually vacationing, meaning that we would do day trips or, you know, maybe like take advantage of a holiday weekend and that kind of stuff. But it was never really vacation.
Yeah.
And even a couple of years ago, Sharon wanted to take the granddaughters to Florida and, you know, to the theme parks and all that kind of stuff. And we spent a day on the beach, but it was just a day because I had to come back, you know, and all this other kind of stuff. But it's like, it just didn't fill the whole thing.
Yeah.
And that
we were down there for 4 days. Me and Winona and the kids.
But mine was one day.
Yeah.
And it's like, so my summer wish is to actually take a vacation and go somewhere where you have to experience the locale and actually feel what it's like to be there. So that is my summer wish.
Heck yeah.
All right. So.
All right. My summer wish is going to be, so like I feel like the past few summers I just kind of like keep myself busy with work and things like that. I would really like to get back into like just going on little nature walks with my boys, like especially with the nice weather and stuff. And we used to always frequent like Bacon Creek or that Crystal Cove in South Sioux and stuff, like all these beautiful places. But we just haven't. And like my little guy, I had recently brought that up, and he's just like, I wish we could, like the way he said, he's like, I wish we could go walk. And I was just like, so my wish is to kind of be in the moment and take those little evening walks and strolls. And
that's a good one.
It is a good one because it clears your mind.
It does.
It definitely centers you with, you know, the area, especially if it's nature driven and that kind of stuff. But it's really good because I do, you know, I like walking at Crystal Cove. Bacon Creek is definitely a good jaunt. And then, of course, Sertoma Park. Oh, my gosh. You want to talk about a workout. Woo, that is one that's going to get your heart pumping. But, yeah, definitely a good thing to get out and walk. Again, that was Cowboys to Girls by the Intruders. And now we're going into the classic Isley Brothers. Ron Isley, of course, on lead vocals. For the Love of You. Lowrider Nation, these songs are for you. All right, Right-Eyed Redhorn, your summer wish.
That it would be over before the bugs.
We didn't even get there yet.
You know, I'm a winter person.
Get out.
And I don't like the hot, sweaty days that we've had. It's just too much. And then all of everything that's in the air. And my allergies acting up and everything. It's just not a good season for me. But I do have a summer wish,
Okay.
and it's just to be out more. Because I honestly, if I could spend every day in the house when it's hot out, I will. And I don't want to be out, but I want to get out. I used to get really, really dark, and I don't know. My feet, on the top of my feet, they were used to be like really, really black.
With the
Yes.
tan line.
Yes, with the shoe line.
Yeah, and you know, I want my part on my head to have a sunburn again. No, I do though. I really get burnt, and I haven't done that for a while since the girls grew up and went on their own way. But we'd be at Powell's every weekend, and I miss that life. And be camping or staying at a hotel, but sitting out at the Powell's listening to music all day and watching all the dancers and visiting and eating with people you just met or sitting next to you. And I really, really miss that. And
It's a good vibe. It is.
it
you know?
is.
And that's why, not to take over on your story with that, but one of the things that we always used to like was going to Santee Powwow.
Oh yes.
It's not the same anymore for some reason. I don't know why. Because we've been up there the past couple of years, and they still put on a good celebration, and it's not a diss or anything like that. But I don't know, it just seemed like rushed or something.
Well,
and
we don't have anybody dancing anymore.
True, but
And so, and then going to the amphitheater concerts. I want to hit up some of those.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And my baseball games. I got to get
True.
to my baseball games because we haven't been yet.
no, not this year. So
I've never been to a baseball game, I don't think.
okay.
I
Well,
just-
it's fun. It's a good time, especially evening game. Because
Yeah.
after the sun goes down, like when we go to Kansas City, and it's nice.
Yeah,
It's
the
really
day
nice.
games can be kind of harsh because that sun's beating down on
Yeah.
you.
Beaming on you.
Yeah, but I mean, those are my summer wishes, to do those activities outdoors, and
Yes, very, very good.
but I still just want to stay in the house.
Me too.
Well, that's a good beginning to the show, guys. And of course, the wheel of misfortune spun, and you guys had to cut some artists
Oh my
off, and
gosh, that was so heartbreaking for
Yes.
me.
And you asked, "Where's mine?" No. Nothing.
We have to get him one.
Well,
we have
that's,
to figure it out.
Yeah, to that point. And so I didn't even know where to begin with myself, because it's like, it's like playing chess with yourself. It's like, how can you not do it? So, of course, here at KWTN 100.9 FM, we do have other programming. My other show, Midnight Love, comes to you every night at 10 p.m. with the new shows debuting on Fridays. It's been a few weeks now, but the last show we did was episode 61, and it was called Dare Me. And the theme and the premise of it was, these are songs that if you gave us a dare, that we would karaoke. And so myself, DJ Besame, DJ Guaranteed, we all had parts of the playlist. And then we went into some other ones as well, because we had divas in the mix. We had country in the mix. And then we even had 2 encores to the playlist. So it was kind of a XL type show. But Dare Me on Midnight Love episode 61 was the last time. And you can always listen to us every night at 10 p.m. with one of the replays. And then don't forget about All Requests Live with our very own DJ Besame, the show we just came out of in its replay every Thursday from 11 to 1. And the top 5 countdown result was...
Another reigning champion.
Wow.
Weeks on weeks on weeks.
Oh my
Credence Clearwater Revival.
Yes. Have you ever seen the rain? So I guess they're praying for rain?
I was telling Guaranteed that one of the comments, I don't remember who it was, I just remember seeing it real fast, but someone commented and they were like, the elders have spoken. And this was a bunch of 4s. Like,
Yeah, it was number 4 on the list, and so no, it's been holding it down. And I thought it would be dethroned a couple of times, but the voting was just too close, and still holding it down. But of course, All Requests Live every Thursday from 11 to 1, DJ Besame's show. You can always request music, send shout outs, put radio friendly songs for whatever reason. Her number is 402-922-3347, and you can request those songs. And of course, always go to the Big Voice social media to vote on the top 5 of the week. And I always like to say that because we share that from some of the other pages. Don't vote on my page because that's not getting counted, you know, and it's like, so your vote doesn't count if it's on mine. Go to the Big Voice page and vote there. And so, of course, I'll request live. Then there's Baby Bison Beats, which will be coming to you periodically. Any news for the summer?
So, not that I know of, but I do have 2 apprentices that will be joining us for the fall semester.
Oh, okay. So they'll have to learn the ropes and learn how to speak into the microphone.
That's going to be
clearly.
interesting to get some different people to see what they're going to do with it because everybody's been different and surprising and, you know, just kind of.
Yeah, but also, and with that, really, really good.
Yeah.
You know, they've done well. Nervous in the beginning, you know, like we all were and stuff, but it's like once they got it, it's like, wow, you guys actually do speak? No.
They come out of their little bubbles.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And so, of course, Baby Bison Beats will come to you periodically. Of course, then the Big Hour every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, where one of the DJs here at KWTN 100.9 FM takes you down the path of musical righteousness for whatever way that they want. And there's been a DJ challenge thrown down recently, and you did a couple of yours, right?
I did, yep.
Yes. You want to tell us?
So the first one included it was a DJ challenge from MC BKC. So he challenged me to put together a grunge playlist.
Yes.
Oh.
So I did that last week, and then yesterday was Wednesday, right? Yes. I hosted then DJ Guaranteed challenged me to do a country playlist.
Yes.
So I did a country playlist yesterday.
Yes, and it had quite a bit of classic country in it as well, and it was really good because I listened to most of it. I don't think I got the very beginning, but I got to hear it, and it was good because it was very much throwback, very, very much throwback, and I really enjoyed that.
A lot of it was with my mom sent me a lot of Choka Shorty's music.
Yeah,
he was big on country, so it really helped.
Really good. And at the same time, the playlists that were thrown to me was Kendrick versus Drake.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and I have yet to get into that because I don't even know why they're beefing, to be honest. And it's like, dude, get over it. You're rich, but whatever.
I know.
But that one will be coming. And then Guaranteed asked me to do a soundtrack one. So I kind of modified my last one because I challenged him to do a first wave playlist.
Oh, God.
So first wave alternative. And so I gave him hints because I don't think I don't think he got, you know, where I was going with it, because he does not listen to that at all.
Yeah.
And so you know these songs. I started off with Genius of Love by Tom Tom Club. That is the first wave hit. I played some Blondie. And then also tied it in because his challenge to me was soundtrack, where these songs were featured on movie soundtracks.
Oh, okay. I see. That's why you said first wave soundtrack. Okay.
Yes, and so that's why I did that with that. And so those are my challenges for that. But at the same time, of course, the Big Hour every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Tune in, and they will show you the ropes with that. And then also don't forget about Friday Night Hot Mix with our very own DJ Blue, master's degree holding DJ Blue. Congratulations on that. And if you're in the mood to party and boogie, shake your moneymaker on a Friday night, he will take you there and go all over the place with that. And then, of course, Bago Talks, the granddaddy of them all, every Tuesday, hosted by DJ Guaranteed, and it's all things Winnebago Tribe. And so those are the other programs that we have here at KWTN 100.9 FM, and where I'm trying to see where we are on the playlist. This is now still the Isley Brothers with Between the Sheets. So I want to ask you guys this question, and it may be a little bit unfair because now you guys have seen the cutthroat portion of the Wheel of Misfortune.
Okay.
Take the dare. You cut off some of your favorite artists in music. What other area shall we cut? So I need ideas for future cut. So do you want to cut movie stars? Do you want to cut cereal? Do you want to cut restaurants? Do you want to cut
pizza places?
Okay.
South Sioux pizza places.
South Sioux restaurants?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the actors, actresses.
Okay. So we'll throw some ideas out there in order to get some where are we going to go with this kind of stuff. So, of course, the Isley Brothers, Between the Sheets, really, really like that song, and we're going to keep their vibe going as we give you guys a little bit of a listen. This is Voyage to Atlantis, one of my favorite songs by them. KWTN 100.9 FM. Turn it up. The lowriders are floating.
Can I go on my way without you? Oh, how do I know if I go on my way without you? Oh, where would I go? Set sail with me, Misty Lady, set my spirit free. New love to find, and though I leave another behind, I'll always come back to you. I'll always come back to you. I'm gonna always come back to you. I'll always come back to you. You know why? She's my lady now and ever. Oh, how do I know? Can we go all the way together? Oh, let it be so. Listen, baby. So we'll say our last goodbye, and we'll make it this time. Ooh, ooh, set sail with me. I'm going to a paradise out beyond the sea. Say yeah, if you wanna go. Yeah, yeah. Come back to you. I'll always come back to you. Atlantis is back to you. I'll always come back to you. Atlantis is back to you. I'm gonna come back to you. Atlantis is back to you. I'll always come back to you. Baby, baby, I'll always, baby, I'll always.
KWTN 100.9 FM. That is the Isley Brothers' Voyage to Atlantis, the album version. There's a single version of this which is slightly different than that. But I like this because it kind of has, you hear the bass? It has more of a live sound to it as opposed to the studio version of that, and I preferred it. So with that, of course, here on KWTN 100.9 FM, we talked about the other programming that we have, but we didn't do our celebrity birthday.
Oh, let's do
And so
that.
let's get into that. So, of course, here in season 3, we're always going forward. What did I do with my pen? I don't know where it went.
I got one right here.
I probably dropped it on the ground. I got one here, so anyway. Celebrating their birthday in the coming week. There's one that I want to step back. It was just the other day, and it's Happy Birthday Dave Gahan, and Dave is the lead singer of Depeche Mode. And so I wanted to say happy birthday to him. So very much a person in my musical world that I very much appreciate and enjoy. So the one and only Chaz Palminteri is celebrating his birthday. He's an actor. Do you remember him?
No.
In a lot of different movies, especially in the gangster era and that kind of stuff. But you might remember him in The Night at the Roxbury. He was kind of one of the club owner guys, and he kept saying, "Who's touching my butt?" Remember that? Anyway, so Chaz Palminteri celebrates his birthday this week, as does NFL legend Emmitt Smith. I think, did he play for the Cowboys?
Yes.
Yes, Emmitt Smith celebrates his birthday this week, as does one of the queens, the icons of R&B, the one and only Miss Janet Jackson will be celebrating her birthday this week, as will actor 007 famous Pierce Brosnan. He will be celebrating his birthday, and of course, Danny Trejo also celebrates his
love
birthday.
him.
Yep, TV actor David Boreanaz celebrates his birthday. He played on the Bones series, and then also that one about a vampire. I can't remember what it was. Do you remember what that?
Dusk Before Dawn or Dusk Till Dawn.
No, it was a TV show. You know, remember there was like Charmed. Then there was about vampires. What was that called?
Buffy.
He was the no, yeah, I know, but he was the like the vampire or whatever, and of course he was
Supernatural.
No.
like that. Yeah. Oh my God, what was the name of that show? Anyway, David Boreanaz celebrates his birthday this week, and now we're getting into, before I get too far along, Summer Breeze by Steels and Crofts. Always a lowrider song. So then also Candy Burris celebrates her birthday this week, R&B singer, and then in boy band extraordinaire Jordan Knight, the lead singer pretty much for New Kids on the Block, and then of course Trent Reznor, very much known for 9 Inch Nails. Trent Reznor celebrates his birthday this week, as does the King of Country George Strait. King George, happy birthday. The one and only Tina Fey, SNL alum, and of course the writer of Mean Girls. Really love it. And of course, DJ Marshmello celebrates his birthday this week, as does singer Sam Smith. Then of course, country up-and-comer Lainey Wilson will celebrate her birthday this week. And of course, NBA legend Kevin Garnett celebrates his birthday this week.
Oh my God.
Singer, model, actress Grace Jones celebrates her birthday this week, as does of course the eternal Cher. She will celebrate another birthday, another turn around the sun this week. And of course, Busta Rhymes will as well. Then posthumously, Pope John Paul II celebrates in heaven. And then also Malcolm X. Andre the Giant in heaven. Country star John Party celebrates his birthday this week. Also in heaven, the Notorious B.I.G. Christopher Wallace would have celebrated his birthday. Then, of course, NFL star Josh Allen. I have much appreciation for Josh Allen. Even though he is Buffalo Bills, the boy can play. Yes, he can. And so celebrates his birthday.
And pout.
Yes, and of course, you pity the fool if you don't know. Mr. T would celebrate his birthday this week. And then, of course, actress Fairuza Balk, most known for, of course, The Craft. Remember? God, what was their character's name? She's the one that was really going for it. You know? She took the spirit of Menno and whatever. Anyway,
I don't know.
yeah, anyway, so, okay. With the few moments that we have here, guys, because we're going to be transitioning into the next section here, how old is, or would have been, in what year was Malcolm X born?
Oh, Malcolm X.
Yes.
I'm going to say 44.
1944?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 40.
1940? Nope, you guys, 1925.
Oh, wow.
Remember, he was murdered in the early 1960s in the John F. Kennedy era when all those guys were killed. And so, yeah, so that's kind of giving you some perspective there. So as we're continuing to cruise through this here then, okay. How old is Janet Jackson going to be? Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. How old is Janet?
She's
Going to be
50.
50? Okay.
59.
59. Close. She's 58. Yes, she's getting up there. Then, of course, actor, I think it was Machete, Danny Trejo. How old is Danny Trejo going to be?
When I said dust,
62.
Yeah.
when I said dust till dawn, that's who I thought you were talking about, not the one after.
Yeah. What'd you say?
62.
62. Okay.
66.
66. Way off, guys. He's the big 80.
Oh my goodness!
Yes, he is old, and you don't see it. It's like 80. You know, it's like, what the heck? What the heck?
I don't see him being 80 years old.
So how old is Cher gonna be? How many times has she rotated around the sun?
88.
88.
82.
82. Not quite, guys.
Oh.
She's still 78.
Oh,
Definitely
She
getting
looks
up
old.
in there.
she looks very stretched.
Okay, geez, a couple more. Then how old is Lainey Wilson gonna be?
Oh, my
Lainey
God.
Wilson, up and coming ingenue in the country music world. How old is Lainey?
28.
28. Okay.
24.
24. Nope, she's already 32. Yes, already pushing it. And of course, NFL star Josh Allen. How old is Josh
24.
Allen? 24. Okay.
26.
26. He is 28. Yeah, so those have been our celebrity birthdays. And as you guys know, we'll let the theme song play. Yes, sing along.
Exciting and new.
Come aboard.
Come aboard.
Come on.
We're expecting you.
Yes.
And love. Life's sweetest reward. Let it flow.
Because what does it do, Ride Eye?
It floats back to you.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the Love Line, the portion of the show where callers, listeners, write, text, call at inappropriate times, bother you when you're pressing spin at the casino, seeking some of the best, worst advice this side of the Missouri River. And of course, we will have 3 really good questions to dig into today. And of course, this is the one and only Jack Jones singing the theme song to The Love Boat, the iconic television show from the 1970s and 1980s. So ready to hit this last note?
Let's do this.
On a friendly shore.
Oh,
It's love. Welcome aboard. It's love.
Yeah. Very, very good. And as we get the playlist settled in, remember, guys, we are in the Lowrider.
Oh, yeah.
This is Barbara Lynn with You'll Lose a Good Thing. Okay,
Ooh.
ready? Question number 1. Morel Murderer. And what she writes is, my man and me went out to hunt. We had a good time. We ended up finding some really good ones, as well as some that were actually really, really big. So after we came back and changed, because you know you should not wear shorts out into the thicket because there's poison ivy, poison oak, poison everything,
Yep.
and you'll get stuck with something. So
with ticks.
yeah, whatever. So wear your heavy clothes while you're hunting for mushrooms. But anyway, she says, after we came back and changed, we decided to go to the casino and have a good time. So after me and my man got back, we come back and find everything that we just hunted for was gone. His little brother and his garden tool of a girlfriend cooked them and ate them all, every single one, while we were at the casino.
Oh, I would be so mad.
I know, right? So her question is, give me some advice because I'm going to open the can of whoops on them, or what should I do? So basically, she went out and hunted. Her and her man found some mushrooms, came back. The little brother and his garden tool cooked and ate them all. Advice for Morel Murderer.
Oh my goodness. Man.
Okay, so my advice is 1-800-BETS-OFF.
Why?
You shouldn't have went to the casino. You should have stayed home
Cooked
and
them right then
cooked
and there.
them then and there, and not been
Okay.
worried about pressing buttons. So your gambling addiction is showing.
It cost
You
you.
picked
I know.
casino over mushrooms.
I know.
Okay. DJ Besame, do you have advice for morale murder?
I'm gonna just encourage you to bust out that can of whoop butt, because you know
Okay.
what? That's just you know it's there. You get there and it's gone. Someone ate it.
That's
No,
right.
that's not cool, man. Those are fighting words.
I agree with
Those
you.
are fighting mushrooms.
Yes, and because of course we're looking for some of the best worst advice, I'm going to stay toxic with this and kind of take off from both of you guys. 1-800-BETS-OFF is a good thing, but it's like, how can you call yourself a good girlfriend if you didn't cook them for your man right then and there?
For real.
Yes, exactly. And so I think that you need to dump your man and then go out and find some for yourself. Because this was a detail that I didn't share. The little brother and garden tool live with them.
Kick them out.
Yes. So it's like kick them all to the curb while you're munching on your new batch of morels.
Yeah, in hand.
Yes. And say, bye. Sucks to be you.
Yeah.
Okay, so any other advice for a morale murderer?
And then you can reach out to us and we'll put them on the big screen. Watch out for them. Morale murderers. Keep an eye out.
Thieves. Okay, of course,
They
that was
steal your
Barbara
mushrooms.
Lynn with You Lose a Good Thing. And now this is Barbara Lewis with Baby I'm Yours. Very, very, very much a lowrider hit. Love it. Okay, so question number 2 then is Bad Vibe.
Oh.
And what she writes is, all through the beginning of our relationship, we had to deal with just drama this and drama that because his ex was straight up, and this was a text, bold _ italic psycho !4. So the ex was psycho in the beginning of their relationship, constant drama because of this person. And then what she said was, but as many moons passed, many, many moons, we made it through, and now it is no longer there. So then what she writes is, recently, however, I heard that this toxic ex fell on what she called bad luck. And then she told me some detail afterwards that I won't share, but now she's like, should I actually feel bad because karma came around and dealt that, well, how do you say it? The Klingon version of revenge, which is best served cold? Or should I just let it go?
Shoo-bop, shoo-bop.
So essentially, somebody who caused her and her man just a boatload of problems for years kind of went away, but then now that person turned around and karma was standing at the door. So
Let the universe handle it. You get what you give. That's what she put out. That's what she got back.
true.
So
Right.
don't get your hands dirty.
Okay. Let karma do the work?
Yes.
Oh, I like that. Right eye.
I love it when karma comes around and I didn't have to lift a finger. I didn't have to say a word. I didn't have to whisper or anything. And it's just looking at them like, take your lumps. Take your lumps.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have a little bit, I guess, of a clapback with this one then. I'm going to say exactly to that point, if you're lucky enough to let karma let you watch, consider that a good thing and cruise by this psychotic person with your mushrooms in hand and blow her a kiss.
Yes.
I think of a similar situation, and you know, you seen it, and then for a little second, you actually do kind of feel bad.
Sure.
And you're just like, oh, I hate that that's happening to you, but did you hate it when you were doing that to someone else?
Right.
Probably not.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, okay, you know, I'm going to keep my peace. I'm going to keep on going.
Yes.
And, you know, you deal with what you have to deal with now.
Very good, very much so. So that is definitely the truth. And of course, now we moved from Barbara Lewis, Baby I'm Yours, to another song by Barbara Lewis. This is her version of Hello Stranger. This is a good one, isn't it?
Yes.
And very much, again, a lowrider favorite. Okay, so that was Bad Vibes. So the final question that we have then is, with a question mark, red flags?
Uh-oh.
All right. Shubap, shubap. I know you want to sing. So what she writes is, we flirted, we messaged, we talked, we met up, we laughed, we had fun, we hooked up. We really like each other. But she writes, as time goes by, he likes a football team I hate. He cheers for a basketball team I despise.
Oh my God.
He does not like the pizza place I like. He does not watch the TV shows I watch.
I don't like him.
And the king of it all, he does not listen to the music I listen to.
No.
But everything else seems to work, and as time went on and these things were revealed, that's what she's asking with the question mark, are these red flags? So what are you going to say to red flag? So they got along until they actually got to know each other, and now these generally superficial things.
Opposite sides.
A house divided? I don't know. What's your advice? Are these red flags?
I wouldn't call them red flags, honestly,
Okay.
because I mean, I'm a very competitive person, and I'm talking about me, not
No, you're not. No.
And so if he likes football, and even if it's not the same team, at least he likes football, and he might watch your team play and cheer for them when it's not his team.
Okay.
Number one, he has to listen to music. The music has to be there. And we have
Okay.
very opposite tastes in music.
No, we
Because
don't.
I don't like a lot of your music, but I listen to it because it's you.
When I listen to First Wave, we listen to.
I hate First Wave.
You do
but
not, because she's singing along now. So don't even say that. She went to a concert with me and that stood up and danced. So don't even say that.
I didn't even stand up and dance. I was so cold because it was freezing in there. I was sitting all
it was
wrapped up.
14 below zero that day. But anyway.
No, I don't feel like that. It's red flags unless you go there and you try to change his mind about his likes.
Okay.
But if he doesn't like the Chiefs, he's gone.
I don't know.
And if he doesn't like her team, then or opposite, if she doesn't like his team, then I think that's a deal breaker right there. Because whoever, like Huskers, Dwayne, if you don't like Huskers, you're not my favorite person.
Let's go Big Red.
I know, go Big Red. No, but I think that you can come to some sort of agreement with them, and I hope you can. But
Okay.
if everything else is working, then don't let a basketball team or pizza place, because shoot, we could just settle for Tombstones or Little Caesars or whatever. But
Okay.
there's compromise that has to be there.
So you're saying these are not red flags?
They are not red
Okay.
flags.
DJ Besme, are these red flags?
Oh, they're redder than red. You gotta get rid of him. He's gotta go. No, but
What was the deal breaker? The pizza?
the music.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Well, that's what she said it at the end too. The biggest of the big. It was the music. so-
Yeah.
Yep. You're gonna have to just try again. Throw that one in the trash. Try again.
I think that like you though, you listen to all kinds of music and you're always like open to new songs. I think that you could find some kind of middle ground. But yeah, the music would do that for me too.
Initially, when you were going through and giving your explanation on it, I thought of like the yin to the yang type of thing.
True.
So they could, they
Opposites
could.
attract.
Yes. So could be, but it couldn't be. I guess it just.
But if he doesn't brush his teeth, that's a deal
I-
breaker.
that wasn't even brought in. Oh my gosh.
Then he leaves the toilet seat up. He
Oh,
don't even
yeah.
put it down.
Or
so.
doesn't even use it. No,
Or if he has skid marks, no, that's a deal
Ah.
breaker. That's a
Okay.
red flag.
well, that's a brown flag. It speaks for itself. But yeah, okay, so my advice with this is going to be red flags. Are these red flags? No, they're not, but at the same time, it is act up season officially.
Oh, yeah.
So we're in the season of baby daddies and warrants. So
Yeah.
there's plenty of fish in the sea. It is only the middle of May.
So dump him?
Yeah, dump him and find yourself a new man.
Yeah.
Because by football season, if you can't get over it, he'll still be around. So you're good either way. So yeah, that's my advice for you there.
We're in basketball season right now, and if he likes, oh, never mind.
Well, yeah.
I don't want to bring that up.
And stuff. So, of course, the previous song to this was Runaway by Del Shannon, and now this is Oh Honey by Delegation.
What about this? So would this be a deal breaker?
What?
Who's the GOAT of NBA?
I think that would just be an argument. A pointless argument, but
Yeah. Fighting words.
Yeah.
just like, do you want to get slapped up?
Let's go outside.
Yes, and you don't share your mushrooms with them.
No mushroom
Yes,
for you.
yes. La Flop fans don't get mushrooms. That's for winners. Okay, so where are we now with this? That was the three questions that we had for Love Line. So any other advice for either one of them? No.
Act up season.
Yep.
So act
That's
up.
right.
Just
It's
act up.
Act
Yeah.
up. Act up and get out there. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's give the rest of the song a listen. Of course, this is Delegation, Oh Honey on KWTN 100.9 FM. KWTN 100.9 FM, Oh Honey by The Delegation. And now this is The Dells with Stay in My Corner. And of course, if you don't know, here on the REZ RIDE, KWTN 100.9 FM, our playlist today is dedicated to the Lowrider Nation. Slow and Low. And these songs all fit into that. I really liked it because there used to be actual CD compilations that were kind of dedicated to this. And then of course, I don't think I ever had a subscription, but there is still a Lowrider magazine.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, there still is. Magazines, of course, like all print media, struggling with certain things. But I do know they have an online presence because I follow it.
Oh, okay.
And they had, they pretty much like show where the car shows are going to be and all this other kind of stuff. But the one thing, I think I mentioned him before, I follow this guy who is actually a tattoo artist in San Diego. And I really like it because he shows his work, and he's a very, very talented artist. And of course he does, the tattoos and stuff like that. But he also puts out playlists.
Oh, cool.
And so I love it when he does because they're always usually some kind of thing that very much in this vibe, and stuff like that, and he fits into it and all that kind of, and it's really, really cool. So, I can't think of his name. It's something with an Abrasco something.
Oh, I have no idea.
I gotta look for that and whatever else. So here on the REZ Ride KWTN 100.9 FM, we have a little bit of news. Of course, the Blackhawk Community Center move is still happening.
Oh, is it?
Yes, it is. A lot of it has already happened, but it is a huge project. And so the finance department, the Winnebago Tribes administration, the tribal council members, and other portions of the tribal operation are being moved from their temporary locations up in the St. Augustine's area back to the Blackhawk Community Center. So please be patient with the staff members as the move transpires. And of course, IT is working to reconnect computers, reconnect technology, all this other kind of stuff, and that is no small task. So please make sure that you have as much patience as possible as they basically move everyone in administration.
Oh, cool.
Yes. And so the other shout out I was going to give here at this point while we're talking about some news is over the past weekend, the NCAA Division I men's volleyball tournament was held, and the University of California, Long Beach. Oh my God, I almost got that wrong. The Long Beach State 49ers won in 3 over my Bruins from UCLA. And it was a fantastic match. Absolutely loved it. It was so phenomenal. So very good stuff with that. And then also, if you didn't hear whether it was today or yesterday, I think it was yesterday, the NFL published their schedules.
Oh, yes. I've seen that.
And so, of course, Sharon Teed, right, you are a Chiefs fan.
Yes.
The Chiefs are going to be playing on the holidays, as well as one of the season openers. I think they're going to Rio.
Yes.
Versus... I can't remember, the Chargers, I think it was. So,
okay, I don't remember either. All I know is they're playing the Cowboys on Thanksgiving or something.
Yeah, is that what it is? Yep. And
Yeah.
then week 2 is the Super Bowl matchup.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
playing Philadelphia.
Yep.
Week 2 in Kansas City.
Oh my God, I gotta go.
Yes, so that is definitely some stuff that's happening here. And in the sports world, of course, a lot of stuff is happening. The summer sports are going on. Locally, I like to put these kind of things out there too. Of course, we always try to promote what's happening in and around Winnebago, and there's a lot of activities going on. Check the tribe's social media as well as the Winnebago Tribe's website for all the calendar events. But beginning today is the Tulip Festival in Orange City.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yes, so I believe they're having their parade as we speak, so they're probably listening to us low ride. Nah.
Theme.
Yes, all those people from Scandinavia low riding, yeah, right, in their wooden shoes with that. And so that is happening. If you have a chance, go up and check it out because the tulips are everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's a nice thing. Also, Morningside Days is happening in Morningside of Sioux City. They had their parade also. I think it's happening at 6. Oh, we're back to it already. Okay, the wheel of misfortune spins on. And so I went last time, I believe. So we're back to DJ Besame. Yes. Keep it or move on?
Move on.
Okay, that was fashion moment. So spin it again. And while we're moving, this is Dennis Edwards with Don't Look Any Further. This is a nice funky one. Okay, and now we landed with True Mushroom Tale. Taking off from Loveline there. So a True Mushroom Tale.
All right, so a True Mushroom Tale. Looking at me, you probably wouldn't think that because I wear glasses. But when I was little, they used to say I had eagle eyes. So my younger brother's dad, my mom was with him for a long time. So my stepdad used to like take us fishing. He used to take us like, I don't know, mushroom hunting, hunting, all kinds of stuff. Like I used to help him skin the animals, like all that kind of stuff. And so one of the things that we used to do was go mushroom hunting a lot. And so like it would be like when you're out and about and like you're like, I just want to go home. Like you love to do it, but it's like you're kind of forced to be out there. So anyways, we was mushroom hunting and we was out there all day. Like we left in the morning, we didn't get home till the evening. I'm not even kidding. But when we were leaving, we're driving and like it was kind of like down where like the main river road, like when you go over the bridge.
Sure.
And then you can take that dirt to like where the, I don't know the names of them, but it's down in that area. But where the bridge is at, it was kind of around that area. We were leaving from the dirt to go over the bridge to get back onto like the main road to go by Big Bear Park and all that. But when we're going, I was looking out the window. I was like, oh, I seen a mushroom, stop. So we stopped, and I did. It was kind of hidden underneath a leaf. I don't know how I seen it. I was probably like 7 or 8, but I always remember that because I was like, oh my God, I seen it. And then we stopped, and then they went and grabbed it, and it was like a nice fat one too. But and that's how I got that. Bring the eagle eyes.
Oh,
Well, yeah, if you can find them, you can find them. No, that's a good one. A true mushroom tail indeed. So, all right.
Yes.
So, right-eyed red horn, a true mushroom tail.
oh gosh. So when I was growing up and I was living with my kaka Imogene, her and Jeanette Rice and one of my sisters, we went down to George Whitesnake's
Okay.
place. And so we get out, and then she was kind of visiting with them, and then so we start walking back, and Jeanette went around one side. She said, you guys go over here. And so she kind of gave us a little bit of a where to look, you know, what to look for. And oh my God, we go around this on this little ravine, and they were just everywhere.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my God, you know, we're going and we're grabbing and we're picking, and I swear we filled up like big bags, and it was just like the most awesome thing. But I don't think I've ever found one since.
Really?
Yeah. I know we've gone out, and I've gone out, and I've always seen, like, we used to run into his Uncle David or his Uncle Richard, and you know, and different ones down, you know, in the timbers and stuff. I don't think I've ever found one since.
Really?
Very
I don't have an eagle eye.
And I was like, I should have ate more carrots when I was little.
that wasn't your problem if you could see. So yeah, but okay. So my true mushroom tail is then, I guess I gotta say it, it's gonna be the exact opposite. I don't ever remember finding one ever. And to that point, and I'm glad you said that, because my mom's side of the family, of course, my uncles, you know, Richard, David, Steve, Victor,
yeah.
you know, and even Dorsey to the summit, all of them would always be out doing some portion of that.
Yeah.
You know, and even my grandparents, my kaka and my grandpa,
Yeah.
you know, they would hunt and they would find. And they would, you know what, and then I remember being a younger kid, not like little, but, you know, probably maybe somewhere between 9 and 11, somewhere in that, going with them, coming back empty-handed. Well, they had like bags full and whatever, and I was like,
Yeah.
I can't see them, I don't know where they are. And they would like tease and say, well, they run away from you and whatever.
Oh my
I said,
God.
oh my God, and all these mushroom stories and all this
Yeah.
kind of stuff. And I was like, whatever. So my true mushroom tail is a sad one because I have never found one on my own. So, and I mean that doesn't mean I haven't picked one, because it's right there, and I'm like, where?
They're bringing your head over there.
I know, right?
Pushing your face down there.
Oh my gosh, there it is. And so so I was definitely not the mushroom hunter, and I always
It's a great time of the year, though.
sure.
And I did cook up mushrooms this year.
and they were good.
Yeah.
Always a good thing.
We got to have some here at the office last week. Kevin.
Yeah, brought some in.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And then when you were saying that about like the tails part, I wanted to add that one time Steve was teasing me when I was little, and like he's like, because I like to talk, and like I would be always like doing a little chatterbox and like talking everybody's heads off, and like he's like, you're gonna scare him away, you're being real loud, and like you're supposed to be quiet, and like whispered it, and I was like,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, no wonder.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know, whatever, and you can call it what you want and whatever, but I remember that part. They run away from you, and like,
Oh my God.
yeah, I was like, it just kind of made me feel even worse, because there they were with the huge bags full, and I mean,
Yeah.
full,
Yeah.
you know, and
So does Noah hunt?
I don't know if he does or not.
I remember he used to go with his dad when he was,
Yeah. I didn't see him for a long time. I seen him recently over the weekend during the graduations.
Okay, so yes, indeed. So tails, true mushroom tails are out
definitely.
there. Yep, and so of course we transitioned from Dennis at David Edwards as CEO of the hospital, and I just thought of that. I seen Dennis Edwards. Hey, did you know you made it on REZ RIDE? We don't look any further, and now this is Debbie Deb with Lookout Weekend. And a lot of people think, that it's always just about the ballads and stuff, because it's not. The lowriders would bump. Debbie Deb was definitely one of those. So here on the REZ RIDE KWTN 100.9 FM, there's some other stuff, I guess, that we can get into. Let me do this first, because we're past the halfway mark, and we started today at 4:30 simply because that's the way things had to be and stuff like that. And so we might be doing this regularly from that point now, and maybe make it an hour and a half show or something like that. So we'll have to see and stuff, but we'll have to decide with things like that. But what I wanted to ask you guys about with this is when we are actually going to be putting together stuff for the show and whatever else, where do you want us to go playlist wise? We've covered quite a bit of stuff, and that doesn't mean we can't go back to something. I'm just like, think about what kind of music haven't we really touched on. So what do you think?
We should do some like 2010s to
okay,
like 2010 and up of R&B
okay,
ish.
okay. What about you?
I don't know. I'd like to hear like a little more rock.
Okay.
Because sometimes I just need something different. And then like the other day I was sitting there and I know you know that I listened to that, but I was listening to Skillet. And so then that kind of switched over to Chevelle, and some of those other groups, and just sometimes I just need to hear something else, and just kind of cleanse my palate, I guess, and
kind of make it that way.
Yeah.
Okay, that's no problem. And so it's always good to get your guys' input, especially live online and stuff like that. So the reason why I was asking that question is because we're at this point right here, and I hope you're ready. All right, ready?
I can't remember where we were recently, and here this song came in, and me and Dee looked at each other. It's New Sensation, and we just started laughing.
Yes, indeed. So this is New Sensation Thursdays, and this is the portion of the show where we debut or put new music on, or music that has been recently released, or songs that we think you need to pay more attention to, even if they're not brand new. And so this one is a new release, and I'm really happy to put it on the show today. Plus, it kind of fits into the vibe of the lowrider vibe, as Michael Hutchins and the fellas are singing here. And the song is called I Do by 2C and Money Long. And so I hope you guys really like the song, because it is definitely a lowrider hit, and I gotta say that. So get ready, guys, because this is a good cut. Ready? 2C and Money Long with I Do. KWTN 100.9 FM, New Sensation Thursdays. Here it comes.
I'ma stand on business when it come to you. I do anything to make you feel comfortable. Yeah, your last didn't know how to handle you, but I do.
I'ma stand on 10, let me show you how. Yeah, you had a couple lovers, but it's over now. Ain't gon' find nobody that's gon' hold you down like I do.
Right across the ocean, I ain't with the small talk. You and my devotion, girl. If you ain't perfect, I know you the closest. I part the sea for my baby like I'm better world, I'm not giving it up. I'ma stand on business when it come to you. I do anything to make you feel comfortable. Yeah, your last didn't know how to handle you, but I do.
I'ma stand on 10, let me show you how. Yeah, you had a couple lovers, but it's over now. Ain't gon' find nobody that's gon' hold you down like I do. I do. I would travel any distance, I would cross the sea. With you, it ain't no other place I'd rather be. Got everything I want, got everything I need. You're my boo, my boo, my boo. If we disagree, it ain't no argument. Cause baby, you're my angel, you were heaven sent. Don't want nobody else, baby, it's evident. It's just you, and only you. I've never been so in love. No matter what, not giving it up.
I'ma stand on business when it come to you. I do anything to make you feel comfortable. Yeah, your last didn't know how to handle you, but I do.
I'ma stand on 10, let me show you how. Yeah, you had a couple lovers, but it's over now. Ain't gon' find nobody that's gon' hold you down like I do.
KWTN 100.9 FM, New Sensation Thursdays. That is Tusi and Money Long with their new song called I Do. Very recently released. What do you guys think of it?
I like it.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
I like it.
Do you think it fits in the lowrider?
Yeah, it could.
Yeah,
It
definitely
can.
one of those things right there with that. Okay, so of course the prize puzzle is and so what that means, guys, is before we get to the wheel, Shep in the Limelights with Daddy's Home. All right, DJ Besame, bring up your photograph.
Oh God, what is
One last time, you already cut Rihanna out of your life. You kicked Kendrick to the curb.
Oh no!
And the two remaining are The Weeknd and Nicki Minaj, right?
This is torture.
So now with the final scalpel in the cutthroat version of the Wheel of Misfortune, who's getting booted to the curb for the rest of their life?
Man, this is hard.
And this is very much lowrider music. Very, very much. Shep in the Limelights, Daddy's Home.
Just throw me out of the car, guys.
So you're gonna say goodbye to forever to The Weeknd, or au revoir to the next lifetime to the one and only Miss Nicki Minaj?
Oh, this is hard. I am gonna... I don't know, man.
I'm already sitting over here chewing my fingernails.
No, I just...
One
I'm
of them's got to go.
I know, there's like that scale when it's like trying to balance it. Let's see.
You guys like that noise on there too? The Wheel of
I just knew
Fortune,
it was
the
coming.
bankrupt.
Oh,
I know.
my heart dropped a little bit.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna...
Who's getting the boot? Who's getting the cut?
Hopefully they don't come for me, but I'm sorry, Nikki. I love you, but you gotta go.
Okay,
I can't let go of Abel.
Okay, so you kicked Rihanna to the curb, you kicked Kendrick to the curb, and now Nicki Minaj is standing on the corner yelling, hand gestures, all of that. But you get to preserve one song. So which song of Nicki's are you preserving?
I am gonna preserve Fly.
Okay.
Has her and Rihanna.
Oh, nice. Two of them together.
Kind of good too.
It might as well make them work. Heck yeah. All right, Sharon Teed, Bright-Eyed Red Horn, it's your turn for the final cut of the day with your cutthroat version of the Wheel of Misfortune. You have already cut out Diana Ross. You cut out Randy Travis, I believe, yes? Mm-hmm. And now you have Luke Bryan and Mariah Carey left.
Oh my God. Everybody who knows me knows these guys are my faves.
Yes, and so
With that being said, Mariah's been in my life for such a long time. I'm gonna cut Luke Bryan.
Oh my gosh. I thought you would actually, I thought you would go the other way.
I did
Seriously,
too,
dear. I
honestly.
did. So with that, okay, so au revoir, Luke. Hit the bricks, get to steppin'. This is not your time. So which song of Luke's are you going to preserve?
It was hard, but what's my theme song?
It's I have this stuck in my head, and it
I know. I
is-
can't.
It's
think.
not Do I. It's because
Strip it down.
Yes. Okay. Because they're switching
Yes.
on the video.
It's strip it down.
Okay, so you're staying with that?
Yes.
Okay, so we started this section of the Wheel of Misfortune, the Cutthroat with Shep and the Limelights, Daddy's Home, and now this is the Delphonics with Didn't I Blow Your Mind This Time? Okay, so we did spin the wheel, so go ahead and pick the last category that we will have because we're nearing the end of the show. So spin it one more time. And Right Eye, it is your turn. So confess.
Okay. I'll do confess.
Okay. Anything. It's a confession.
That really hurt my feelings to cut Luke Bryan. It is really. And could I really do it? Oh God, that was tough because of how much music I listened to
Sure.
by him and the last
Sure. No, I get it.
last 15 years that.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's a
Anyway,
tough thing.
this is a tough category. And
They're never going to be easy.
I knew that if it came down to that, I knew, and I'm glad I know that because we've been sitting at this table for such a long time, but I knew that DJ Bethany, who she would end up with.
Sure.
I did. And I knew that Nicki Minaj was going to be a tough one for her too.
Yeah.
But
Well, when I was thinking of them, especially because I knew I had to pick The Weeknd, I knew I had to put Kendrick in there, and
Yeah.
then Nicki, and I was like, God, who's the fourth one? And I couldn't think of one that would not just get thumped.
yeah,
I was like, oh, Rihanna, I gotta get Rihanna. So, but yeah,
yeah.
because they gotta hurt.
But yeah, that's my confession, and that was a tough game for me. Oh,
Okay. My confession is going to be kind of maybe a little bit, we're almost there. So that's the Delphonics with Didn't I Blow Your Mind This Time? And now we're getting into the Shy Lights with Have You Seen Her? Again, very much lowrider music. Or do you want to hear the MC Hammer version?
No.
No. Okay, so my confession is going to be last night I went to Omaha to a men's tryout and I made the team.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes. So I am going to be playing on a team with a bunch of other guys, and it's going to be fun.
Heck yeah.
I know, out of over 100 guys, I was one of them. So,
Good.
I know,
Nice.
right? Nice. Very, very nice. So that's
Heck
my
yeah.
confession.
All right. My confession is kind of going to follow the lead of DJ Ride-Eyed Redhorn. That was really hard. And so the barbs, hopefully they don't come for me. But I've loved Nicki since I was like in junior high.
Yeah.
And so like it's so funny that I even had like an argument where someone thought that calling me a wannabe Nicki Minaj was gonna hurt my feelings. And I was just like, I take that as a compliment.
Heck
Like,
yeah.
I love her.
Right.
And so that's how diehard like I love her. And so but I love The Weeknd more. So
No, it's all good.
Yeah, every time Luke Bryan is in the area, I've seen him. And so almost one time a year, I go to his concerts. Wherever we go, we travel to go. And I've seen Mariah Carey one time.
just once.
Just once, but it's just been the connection to all her songs. I feel like I've been through it or I've lived it, and I couldn't cut her just because you feel like that's part of your life because you're so connected to the music.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, that's
Okay.
a confession.
So the next time around, you guys, and we're going to get maybe let the cat out of the bag, so to speak. The next time we're cruising with MC Delight and DJ Guaranteed, they're gonna have to cut.
Oh my God.
So help me find people to put on the picture that they're gonna no. So you've been warned.
Yeah.
DJ Guaranteed and MC Delight, you have been warned.
Well, I can already think of a couple for DJ Guaranteed, and I can think of a couple for MC Delight.
Okay.
So
and anyone else that happens to jump in the REZ ride, you gotta cut.
yeah. Oh
Yes, a
God.
pound of flesh. What is that? There
But
was
you gotta cut.
no, I don't.
Yes.
I'm driving.
I think we should come up with some.
There would be some very difficult ones because as I was thinking about this, because again, I couldn't pick for myself. I couldn't. It's like, it's like playing chess against yourself. But I was like, I won't put them there. But it's
DJ Ride, I will be in touch.
Okay.
some difficulty there. So, of course, I love the Shy Lights version of this, guys. So let's get into the National Day with the few minutes that we have left. So celebrating in the upcoming week, today is National Chocolate Chip Day.
Ooh.
Yes, of all versions, not just cookies, anything with chocolate chips. It is also National Nylons Day. So bust out your nylons. So
Do people wear nylons anymore?
I think so, yeah.
I know they do in a lot of different like performance worlds and stuff too, because they color them now.
Yeah, it's
As-
like those like pretty looking kind.
Yeah, and also as part
cool.
of the costume and stuff. So Nylon Day today is also National Bring Someone Flowers Day. No one brought me any flowers. It is National.
I can buy my own flowers.
Yeah, shout out to Ashley and Guarantee.
I can buy myself flowers.
It is National Aperitif Day. Those are another word for drinks. And it is National Straw Hat Day. So bust out your straw hat. Tomorrow is National Bike to Work or School today. So bike to work or school tomorrow. It's also National Drawing Day. So those actual when you're making pictures, drawing.
Oh,
Tomorrow's
I thought we were
National.
supposed to have a raffle or
Yeah, you
something.
can do that too. But drawing day, so for all you artists, tomorrow's your day. It's also National NASCAR Day, National Barbecue Day, which I thought would be kind of a bigger event, but yeah, it's tomorrow. It's National Mimosa Day, National Love a Tree Day, National Sea Monkey Day, as in those things that kind of grow in water that are kind of gross, and National Nickel Day. Nickels. Okay, so then Saturday is National Armed Forces Day. It's on the calendar, so celebrating everybody in the armed forces. Thank you for your service. It is also National Cherry Cobbler Day and National, what is that? So I wrote it too small. Oh, Graduation Tassel Day.
Oh, cool.
National Mushroom Hunting Day on Saturday, National Walnut Day, and National Pinot Grigio Day, National Whiskey Day. Saturday is the day to get sloshed, I guess.
You.
Of course, that was the Shy Lights with Have You Seen Her? And now this is the one and only Dorothy Moore with Misty Blue. So then on Sunday, it is only one thing that I was able to find. It's National Cheese Souffle Day. Yeah, there was a lot of other things that were weird, but I don't want to put them on the list. So then Monday is Malcolm X Day, of course, because that was his birthday, and it is National Devil's Food Cake Day.
Ooh.
I love Devil's Food Cake. Oh my gosh, love it too much. And then, of course, Tuesday then is National High Heel Day. So we gotta bust out those
Do you
red
still wear
bottoms.
heels?
No, I haven't worn them in a long time. I laughed, just real quick, squirrel moment. One time, I wore heels, and like my family, we went to go visit one of my kaka was in the hospital, and so I was like going back and forth, and like when you stand on like your my feet were like this, so I had the heel. I was standing on the heel. They broke.
Just over this past weekend, when I think we were at I don't remember where we were, maybe the casino, maybe somewhere, but anyway, this woman was wearing the wedges and she toppled over. You didn't see her, but I did. Yeah, it's like, and every time I've seen a woman try to wear those, it's always not good. I don't know, what is it about the wedge? Why is it different?
I think it's like a straight piece in there. And so like if you have a heel, you're on your heel and
Right.
you can maneuver that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yep.
You can balance on that heel.
Okay.
But when you have that whole piece in there, it's like you're just
Stomping for the
yeah.
gods?
Yeah, it's not. I really don't prefer those types.
Yeah, so anyway, National High Heel Day on Tuesday, National Pick Strawberries Day, and National Streaming Day, as in when you're watching things online. So Tuesday is your day for you streamers. Then finally, next Wednesday, Eat More Fruits and Vegetables Day. I try to do that very much so. It is National Juice Slushy Day, so all kinds of slushies made out of juices. National Memo Day, so send your memos on Wednesday. And National Wait Staff Day, so if you're out eating on Wednesday, be kind to them because that's their day. And National Talk Like Yoda Day. So on the spot, can you do a Yoda impression?
Go ahead, DJ Bessie.
On air, we are.
I thought you would do it. That's a good one though.
I can't think of anything.
My dog's name is Yoda.
Yes.
Oh.
So misty blue the world turns.
Oh my god. I
All right,
can't.
no Yoda quotes
No
there.
Yoda quote for me.
Okay, so we're nearing the end of the show, and we're going to go out, of course, with our deep cut in the next song. Your shout-outs for the show today, guys, and I do want to say I loved the Lowrider playlist.
I did too.
Really, really did. So
I gotta give a
shout-outs.
shout out to Luke Bryan because I'm sorry, did you like that? But Mariah's my girl. And no, for reals though, I want to give a shout out to my staff that work for me at the Native Star and Iron Horse Casino. It's been a trip.
chore.
Yeah.
Yes.
And just that they hang in there, and I've had this staff now going on 2 years without, knock on wood, without the turnover. And they've been with us and they stick it out, and I'm just so proud of all of them, and I appreciate them with everything. And
Very, very good.
and I need them to know that.
All right, good job.
So-
Well, I'll dedicate this song to them then, because we're going out with our deep cut, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. If you don't know me by now, DJ Besame, shout outs.
I just want to give a shout out to all the graduates.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my niece, I mentioned she has her graduation this weekend, but there was a graduation that I wasn't able to attend. I won't be able to go to his reception on Saturday either. I have some prior commitments. So big shout out to DJ Macatek. He graduated last weekend.
Did he?
Yes, that's like my
Yes.
best friend. So shout out to Mackie. Love him so much. So proud of him. That's my shout out.
All right.
Where did he graduate from?
Wayne
It was
State.
Wayne State.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Awesome.
bachelor's degree in psychology and something else. There's more than just that. Yeah. So sorry, Mackie, I just didn't memorize what it was, but yeah, he got it done. So very good job there.
That's awesome.
Well, this has been the REZ Ride on KWTN 100.9 FM. I want to thank you guys for joining us online and on terrestrial radio. Of course, our playlist today was dedicated to the Lowrider Nation, and that's going to be my shout out for those that still cruise and listen to music and jam, because that's what this was all about today, and trying to return to the roots of that. And so, hail Melvin and the Blue Notes, like, remember Snoop used to say that? But it's Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. If you don't know me by now, of course, done years and years later by Simply Red. And the blasphemy that I'm going to end the show with, Simply Red got it. Mick Hucknall tore this up. Oh my God. Not that Harold couldn't. Harold is singing for the gods, but Mick, oh my God, was standing right there. And so I got to say, it's one of those moments when a remake actually does better than the original, in my opinion. So. But whatever. So thank you guys for joining us here on KWTN
Yes,
100.9
it's been fun.
FM. We probably will be moving our start time, and then we'll shorten the length of the show, so you guys kind of got to get ready for that and kind of stuff. But I thank you guys for joining me here today. DJ Besame, DJ Ride I, thank you guys. Sing it as we go out. We'll see you next time.
Okay.
Oh, we might as well say goodbye. What good is a love affair when we can't see eye to eye? Oh, if you don't know me, baby, hey, 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 hey. If you don't know me right now,
The Big Voice. KWTN 100.9 FM. Allen, Nebraska. The